list. List is an ordered collection, also known as sequence of elements. List elements can be accessed, iterated, and removed according to the order they were inserted at the creation time. So it is highly ordered collection. Collection means, guys, collection of values. We are not supposed to store only one value in it. When we are saying list, then you have ordered set of values inside it. Features of list: the list can contain data of all data types such as integer, float, string. You can have multiple heterogeneous data types inside it. Duplicate elements are allowed in it. The list is mutable. We can create list in two ways: by enclosing element in the square brackets or using list class. Let's see how we create a list. So here, let's say my variable name is t space assign, and then you will use square bracket, and you can use any number, 2 comma python comma 2.6 comma -4. So I can use multiple values in an ordered manner, and when I have to iterate it, it will be removed in an ordered manner only. So this is how you will be creating list. If you want to have casting method used, then I'll use another variable. So assign, I'll use list, and then we can use multiple values inside it. Again, James, using any string value. And this is how you can use it. Let's see. So if you see some red, lines beneath it, guys, first option is reformatted because it is stickly formatted. You have to give spaces after commas. So it's good also. Its readability will be enhanced. So this is how you will be storing multiple values in order. You can have duplicate values too, as we discussed. So here, if I want to write 2 again and then comma, I can. So we can have duplicate values in list. Also, if you wish to remove any element from the list, you can do that too. So in order to do so, you can write, for example, I'll do it from t. So t is my variable name, t dot, and here you get all the methods which is related to your list data type. I'm going to use remove, and in between you can give the name of the element. So here I can write 2. Now you see 2 is, let's reformat it. Now you see 2 is repeated, right? 2 times it's there. Let's see what it's going to show. So I have to print it also. So print t. So after deleting, please print t. And now let's see. I'll execute it. Look at this. 2 Python 2.6 and then -4. You know what it deleted? It deleted first occurrence. If it's a repeated value, then the first occurrence will be deleted. I'll change the position to show you because it's not that much clear in this example. So I'm gonna use it maybe here. Space. Let's execute it. See, the first occurrence is deleted. We just said remove 2. So 2 is here also at the first occurrence and here also at the end. So whenever the repeated value is there in list, it will be deleting the first occurrence. Now, if you want to remove element with respect to the index value, we all understand, guys, whenever you are storing multiple values, it always is associated with the index number with it. For example, first value is index 0, then 1, then 2. So if I want to remove, let's say, index value, this Python, let's say I want to remove Python from here, then this is index 1. 2 is index 0. So let's see, I'll remove this because otherwise it is already removed and won't work. So here t dot is my variable name dot. I'll use pop. Pop is name of the function. There are multiple functions if you see in the list. Multiple functions. We are just working with specific which we'll be using here. So pop, let's say index number 1. Execute it. Python is removed. So index delete can be, deleting with respect to index can be done with this command also, delete. And then this square brackets, in brackets, you can write the index number, for example, 3, let's say. And now if I execute this, look at this, you have 2, 2.6, and then -4. This is deleted. So this is also B. Why? Because this is index number 3, 0. This will be already deleted because you said delete this. Pop here. So it is 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is index number 3. So you can delete like this too. This is how you can delete any values from the list. You can add also. If you wish to add, you can write t dot append, and here you can write the value. Let's execute it. See, James is added. So this is how you can add with the append. You can delete with the help of index number pop1. You can also use delete and write the index number in brackets. Yes, you can have duplicate value in it, and this is mutable. And lastly, this line is very important for you to understand. List is mutable, which means we can modify the value of list elements. So if we have given any value of list elements and later we want to change it, we can change it. Tuples. Because tuples are ordered collection of elements that are unchangeable. Why I highlighted that line in the previous slide on list? Because that's the main line to compare tuple and list. In list, the values can be modified, whereas in tuple, the values cannot be modified, else everything is same. The tuple is same as the list, except the tuple is immutable. That means we cannot modify the tuple once created. It's read-only version of list. Tuples are used to store values that are not required to be changed. We can create tuple using two ways, by enclosing it in parentheses or using tuple class. Let's see how you can create it. So here, I'll use it as S, let's say name of the tuple variable, assign, and I can use brackets and give multiple values. So 2, 4, 6. Then I have Peter as value. I can format this. So these are tuples. This is how you store value in it. You cannot change any value once it is stored in a tuple. Like we deleted here, we remove few pointers here. We cannot do this with tuple. If you wish to do so, you have to convert it into list. Tuples must be converted into list. I'll show you with one example. For example, let's say I want to change any value in list. So in order to do so, I will write t. T is my list variable. So I'm going here only. Let me uncomment it. Okay. So t, it is my list variable name. I'll write t. And in square bracket, let's say the first element I want to change. And I want to change it to, let's say Peter. So the first element I want to change to Peter. Look at this, reformat. Now, after this, I will print t just to see whether it is changed or not. And let's execute this line. Look at this. First value is replaced with Peter. Because I changed it, that 0 index means first value, then please change it with Peter. So I can change in list. I cannot do the same thing with tuple. So let's try this anyhow. So square brackets, 0, square brackets, then assign. And I want to change, let's say this also to James. Let's see, put your cursor here. Tuples do not support item assignments. Replace tuple with list. This you can do to fix it. Otherwise, you cannot change value which are already there in the tuples. So this is a difference in list and tuples. It's most frequently asked question in the interview. What is difference in list and tuple? List is mutable. That means you can change, modify its value, whereas tuples are immutable. That means you cannot modify its value. So this is tuple. You can assign tuple in same ways, guys. Like you can give value like this, or you can write tuple here and give value like we did here. I can show you that. Let's say this, white spaces here and brackets. So in front of the bracket, you can write class name. So class name is, I'll use square brackets. So this is how you can use it with the casting tool by using the class name.